Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
Any luck, that fixes the whole cutoff thing.
Well, you didn't cut off so far, so.
Eh, we'll see. Entering the area, you are able to grab onto the cage and rip the cage not apart, but are capable of moving it. Left or right?
Left. Just
Right.
so, like, the physical pieces of the cage land on that guard.
I'm gonna have him make a dex check.
Smush.
Grabbing onto the cage, you manage to move everyone to the side. He's not dumb, so he moves over to the side before he gets crushed.
That's fair enough.
But smashing it onto the ground, you are able to get them out of the cage.
Nice.
Yeah!
Be killed by the guards. It remains to be seen.
Donkey Kong up in this bitch!
Alright, let me see what Land can do.
Probably just attack with this Sword of Pride.
Yeah, that's fair. Do... Opening up his character sheet.
Oh, you're streaming too, by the way. Cool.
No, I stopped. I'm just recording and I'll upload it later.
Oh, okay. I hope your software is better than mine.
We'll see. Entering into the area, Land tries to grab onto Matthew, but unsuccessful. He easily just grabs his blade and tries to strike him, but with a 13 does not. That's unfortunate for him.
Hooah!
Alright. That is... Why is my turn order gone?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's...
Yeah, I was just looking for that.
Shade.
Okay. So I guess I might as well keep wailing on Goo Boy in front of me since he's right there. So I'll start with the Blade of Envy. Oh, crit!
Yeah! That's what we need.
Rolled halfway. Okay. Wait, does that look right?
It doesn't for some reason.
Why is it 2 plus dex?
Yeah, that's weird. It shouldn't be 2.
That's wrong. 1 second here. Will you look up how much it's actually supposed to do? It's just a short sword. It should just be 1d6, right?
Yeah.
Plus dex plus, I think it's a plus 2 weapon.
That's cool as well.
I've had weird stuff like that happening in my sheet lately where like values get changed when I level up. But, oh well. So it should just be a total of 2d6 plus something, right?
I think it was 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah. Plus dex. So roll the 2d6.
Oh, don't forget to add your crit damage. Oh, that's where the second D6 was.
Yeah, so it would be plus 4 for dex, plus 2, so plus 6, so 8 plus 6. For 14?
Not bad.
Alright, second attack. Gonna go for it again with the blade.
That also does it.
Okay. 12 damage. Almost as much. And then... How's he looking? Is he kind of starting to fall apart, or...?
Hitting the man with your blades and easily doing a good amount of damage, you do see that some of him has globbed off, whatever the thing is. but you can't really tell if he's near death, halfway there. Hard to tell.
All right. That was 2 strikes. How many strikes do I get at this level? Yes. So I'm gonna use a key point for flurry of blows. Attack twice with unarmed strike.
All right.
So that's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Natural 20, natural 1. You know, it all balances out. 23.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Entering into the area, you try to grab for the man, but whatever this thing is moves away from your hand. You don't really grab onto anything. However, with the second strike, you manage to hit. A good amount of the globules hit the ice, and Bartholomew Ape, you can tell that some of it has, I wouldn't say burnt off, but has been removed thanks to the goop.
Well, alright then.
Cool. And I will stay where I am, just sort of like ready to go.
All right. Once you begin to strike these people, Matthew does seem preoccupied. While your team is a problem to him, his boss isn't exactly too happy right now. So looking at the predicament, he looks at his surroundings, at the environment, and he will probably choose the most problematic to him, I suppose, which would likely be a giant ape and Shade. Mostly the ape. So Bartholomew and Shade, I'll have to roll for the NPC in your team. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. Let's see, what is my dex as a big old ape man? About the same. +2, I believe. So...
That's
although I have a... do I still have proficiency in it now that I'm a monkey?
I would imagine.
Alright, in that case I'll just roll with my normal thing.
If your beast has proficiency in it, then yeah, but when you're transformed, probably more proficiency is for physical stuff.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. Yeah, in that case I'll just do the dice roller then. 1d20 plus dose. Plus it also makes sense since I'm like twice at my own size, so.
9.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah. Entering into the
Basically.
area, you see that the ground underneath you begins to shake and move. Shade, you're quick. You're on your feet and you jump straight into the air as a barrage. Well, it doesn't look like spikes, but it looks more like crystal jettisons from the ground. It does manage to hit the creature that you've been fighting. It does also manage to hit Bartholomew, I'm afraid. Gwen, however, is quick on her feet and is able to even move some of the NPCs out of the way.
Yeah, thankfully I get a lot of over health thanks to the ape form. Aha!
Unfortunately, you have to do concentration check.
I do. Shit.
Luckily, it's only 12 points of damage, so you just have to beat a 10.
Plus, I'm an ape, so +4 to concentration. Yeah, well. I'm still an ape. But the guy in front of me is about to be a pancake. So...
Yeah. Alright then. Here. Luckily enough, the NPCs aren't exactly weaklings, so they didn't die. But it's not looking good for them.
well, that's why I'm gonna take care of the guards first.
Yeah. Speaking of guards, the two guards next to Kelmo begin to move. Oh, no, wait. I think one of them is restrained?
One of them has an anti-magic field on him.
Right. Which would be the one next to you.
No, the one over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Knock
because
it
it has
backwards.
ranged weaponry, I believe.
Number 9. 9 level.
Yes. Yes to both. Looking at the creature next to you, Kelmore, he or it runs straight towards you. Almost in a strange like pattern. It moves straight towards you and you see it grab for something in the air. It's not magic, but to you it would seem or appear like anti-magic. I want you to go ahead and... No, wait, it has to make an attack first. Let's see here. Does 24 hit?
We are allowed to use our new abilities from our level, correct?
Yes.
Then I will use my new ability from my Master Ruin, Master Warrior. It allows me to, as a property, I can use my reaction to add my proficiency to my AC.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use my reaction to add 4 proficiency to my AC, making me 25. So it misses.
Okay.
Don't forget about my bardic inspiration if ever you need that.
I won't forget, but it's used for attacks and saving throws.
I don't know why I thought it was a saving throw for a second. Never mind.
Who knows? However, striking on the creature, you do see that it almost hits you, but thankfully enough, you are quick on your feet. Your new abilities allowed you not to get struck with it. However, that's only one of them. But you aren't the only opponent. So the creature looks towards Blair and begins to strike with, let's see here. Blair would have a supernatural aura around her. It could still attack, but it wouldn't be able to do much. Yeah, that's what I thought. Aims straight towards Blair, but she's quick on her feet. Now in a creature-like state, moves around, easily able to dodge. The insect-like creature aims straight towards Shade. With its strange liquid tendrils, it strikes straight towards you. Probably doesn't hit with the 17.
Just misses.
Aiming straight towards you, but however, you're moving quickly. Whatever these things are, you took note that the pool behind you was steaming, so probably don't want to get hit by these things.
Hmm.
The other guard to the far end does seem to be wondering what to do. However, seeing that their boss is in danger, goes around and makes it to Matthew at the end of their turn. Kelmore.
Alright. I reach out with my blade with I'll Jolter, and I'll whisper, "Alright, Jolter, time to use our newfound strength." And I will use my second complex ability. I will use one of its charges to choose up to 5 people, which is 2, and roll to do an attack. If I manage to hit both of them, I just do 4d10 force damage on each of those people, but it doesn't add in my weapon or anything like that. It's just a regular attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't mind, let's see, melee attack roll. That'd just be, I haven't had a chance to set it up to use this, so my apologies. If I remember everything correctly, that is strength, efficiency. So it's 4. If you'll give me 1 moment, so it's plus 8 to hit. Correct, it's just plus 8.
Should be.
Make sure. Okay. 12. Oh, the natural 20, but the natural 20 part doesn't matter for this. So yeah, does 12 hit any of these 2 guys?
The people in front of you, you managed to strike. However, it doesn't really seem to do anything.
They're immune to force.
So is that,
damage.
I don't know.
They're immune to
If you had to assume.
Okay, otherwise I just asked because I wouldn't. I just need to know if I need to. So, my first ability, my second ability is a box path. Okay. Okay, I would take my second attack. Annoyed, I drop Shelter, and I will strike with a Black Flame Blade.
Because magic worked so well against them last time.
Well, kind of.
Well, I guess it didn't
Actually,
hinder
I
them.
won't use Black Flame Blade.
Eh.
I will just regular attack. The one over here that I attacked earlier.
22 does it.
13 slashing damage.
All right. Is that it?
That was my second attack, my extra attack. Bonus action, I did not use this cantrip. Can't use that. I will go ahead and turn her over and attack this one with a bonus action with a shield smash to knock him prone.
That is a roll for them.
26.
Even with the modifier, it doesn't pass.
So he's knocked on his ass.
Well.
Advantage for anyone else to hit him. And I will end my turn.
All right. Bartholomew.
Alright, well. This guy in front of me, like I said, is about to become a pancake. Let me see. What is the modifier for a fist attack? +9 to hit! Oh boy!
Have fun.
Oh, I'm gonna be like a kid in a candy store. Or not, apparently. Thankfully I get... Does a 14 hit?
It doesn't.
Ah, damn it! So he just manages to bob and weave through my... as I smash on the ground.
Basically, as you try to smash them onto the ground, you hit them, but they glob around your hand and reform. It's a little gross
I just
to think about.
let out a large angry monkey roar.
All right.
9 and I couldn't hit him, goddamn. This dice hate me today. I'm finally getting my karma.
Lan.
So I'm fighting this guy Matthew up here.
Yes.
And how's he looking right now?
You do see that he seems panicked, not by your team, but more by his boss just called him out.
Okay. And the light thing swirling next to me, is it a powerful source of like magical light?
You know it's a spell that's
Like it's
continuously casting, but you don't know what it is.
okay. Well, I'm gonna move probably between both of these guys actually, and then I will cast. I'll use a bonus. I'll quicken a darkness spell on top of myself.
Ooh.
Are you able to see through darkness?
Yes, my own
I
darkness.
was gonna say, I think the caster can see through it. We can't see him.
No, you can't see through unless you have a special ability. And
But you have.
Shadow sorcerers can see through their own
If they cast it through
magical
sorcery
darkness.
points.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
shadow
okay.
sorcerers and
I'm just casting a globe of darkness on myself.
Yeah,
Because-
what's the radius?
20 foot
Radius 20 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, yeah,
So 20 foot centered on land.
yeah.
Is it 20 foot radius or diameter?
Radius,
It's
I
a
believe.
radius. But
Yeah.
I'm not, I didn't cast it like on myself. I just put it on the ground there because I don't want it to move with me. Just so you know. But anyway, it's still there. That's
Well,
the right spot. I'm
It
just
would
saying.
kind of be obvious where you are, at least it's a general area if you did that, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they always have disadvantage to attack me. But anyway, so now they can't see me, but I can see them. And then I will attack Matthew twice with advantage.
All right.
I will then I'll use my green flame blade with my flame blade there. The 28 hit,
28 does hit.
and then critical. That's nice.
Ooh!
So
Why is everyone critting except for me?
that is
I did
for the
crit.
first attack.
Well, you
Is,
did, but it didn't count. But you know
I
what
don't
I mean.
know. I guess it did damage for each one. Oh no, that's so. So 8 plus 10 plus 12 for the first attack. Is he still alive
How much total damage?
after I hit him with that? Well, with the crit, I'm just seeing if I was gonna smite him if he was alive or not. But 12, 12, 36 plus 9. I don't know. I'm terrible at math. Hold on. I don't know. A lot of numbers. Jeez. 66, 9 plus 75 plus 8. Jesus Christ. 75 plus 8 is 80.
33. Oh.
83 damage.
Wow, that is a lot more than I thought.
Is he alive still?
Unfortunately, he is.
That's probably not going to be true for too long, because if he is still alive after all that, I saw my blade wasn't smiting him down. I'll call upon my god for aid. And I would divinely smite his little bitch ass for, why not a level 3 smite? How does it, I don't know, fuck it, just for fun. So that is 2, 3, 4D, that's 8d8. Another 8d8 rolling.
Fun.
Critical smite.
It says up to a maximum of 5d8, though.
Not if you're
Or
crit.
you-
Critted.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh.
It's alright. Anyway, so, and then another 30 damage on top of that.
So that would be 113.
Yes, it would be. So how's he doing now?
You begin to smash into him with your bladed weapons. You see that his form, his crystal-like structure, begins to shatter. You see as something in his eye gleaming, and then it cracks. You then hit the other eye, and it cracks. Whatever those two things were, you see that his form begins to not coagulate, as it is a crystal-like structure in the form of a drow. But you strike again and again, and then you see his body nearly broken completely. While he's barely on his legs, you know he won't last any longer.
Okay. I'm satisfied. And that's all I'm gonna
Bless
do. They
that
can't-
crit, man.
They can't see me, so I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. Yeah, that was a nice time to crit. I like.
Shade.
Oops, sorry. I don't know why I did that.
Well, I mean, I couldn't see any of that, but it sounded cool from a distance. Shattering crystal. And I am going to continue wailing on this guy right in front of me, because he's not dead yet, and I don't...
I like where you hit that.
Yeah, that's...
15 probably doesn't hit, right?
The goo guy, I'm afraid not.
Okay. We don't have, like, blast or anything like that for the D4, do we?
No, I wasn't here to bless you in the beginning, and I'm also
Okay.
concentrating on my darkness spell now.
Alright. Second attack, 22.
Oh, I forgot to add damage to my monkey man.
22 does hit.
10 damage. And I'm going to flurry of blows him again just to I'm trying to get rid of him because he seems caustic, both in form and personality.
Zing!
Boo! 25 does hit.
Okay, and last attack. Bam.
Nice.
Those are good rolls.
Aiming straight for the creature, you do manage to strike again and again. You do see that each time your fist, the cloth on your hand begins to secrete some type of maybe heat. It does feel a lot warmer, as well as steam, or perhaps some sort of other gas. You do manage to strike him down. He's nearly barely anything in front of you, but he's just barely there.
Gotcha. All right, I'll also look over at the ape and just like whisper, like, finish him. And then what's the lighting? What's the no, I can't teleport. I'll use my bonus action anyways. But for other turns, is it like dim light in here or anything like that?
It's dim to near low light.
Okay.
There's definitely a big circle of darkness above here.
Yeah. I mean, I could teleport into it. I'd just be blind once I got there.
Yeah, I think the only big source of light is this big fire there, which is now covered by the darkness. So.
Yeah.
Teleport to the edge of it and step back out on your turn. It's almost like you gain invisibility for a turn.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand where I am standing for now, and I'll be done.
All right. Matthew's turn. Looking at the predicament, looking at his surroundings, he does seem frightened. Maybe not of death, but definitely of failing, and probably death. Looking about, he does seem to be low on a lot of things. Magical power, abilities. So you can tell he is a pawn to a bit
Sight.
scheme. Yes, also sight. Let's see. He had to use 2 of his eyes to form 2 other creatures, but you never faced them and killed them long range. So he's gonna have to work with the environment around him. I'm gonna have to use and expend 1 legendary move. Let's see here.
Do those moves require sight?
No, it requires a sense of presence. And he does know where you are, and you are in his lair. So let me look at the range. He could probably get most of this group, but he won't have to target the NPCs. And he can get either Kelmore or Blair. I'm gonna roll for that because he's not exactly sure where you are at the moment.
It's too bad I'm not close to you guys right now.
He's gonna go for Kelmore. All right. Shade, Bartholomew, Kelmore, NPCs will have to roll as well. Go ahead and roll me. Not strength. Dexterity saving throws.
What about Land? Land doesn't have to roll anything?
No, he wouldn't endanger
Well,
him.
he's right there.
Is this a spell light effect?
Okay.
Kind of.
Is
So
this a-
yes.
Alright, then I'll take advantage then.
It's like King Kong with the grace of a ballerina. How the hell did I get higher than Shade?
Pure.
I rolled a 2. It's alright, I have evasion, so I'll still take half damage.
Too bad I'm not near you guys, because you guys would have a +5 jailer saves.
Yeah.
I'm
Ah.
coming.
Mine's actually a 29. I get +2 for my shield.
That shield master feat.
Sorry, accident.
The world's moving.
Yeah,
That
my
was a
bad.
big spell.
You see the strange... Oh, right, and it's frozen. Let me recheck that. Yeah, it's weak enough to crack it. You see the weird whirling pools inside the things begin to move, begin to judder. You see the one that you froze begins to move as well. You see whatever the spell's effect he's now doing. It's taking full effect. Surrounding you, it begins to pool out of the area and begins to swirl around. Let's see, you said 29?
Shield master feat.
Right. So as soon as the
Does this
strange
save for
pool
half?
comes around you, you see it more aim straight towards you rather than pull out in a weird fashion. Well, it is a weird fashion. As it begins to hit you, you just move to the side, allowing it not to strike and hits the ground. However, the two creatures about you aren't so lucky. They get hit and you don't see where they went.
Well, hopefully straight to hell, but one can only be so fortunate.
I look over to Blair and ask her in her wolf form, "Are you okay?"
She nods. She can't speak right now, but she does nod. Let's see. Shade got a 10. Bartholomew got an 18. And Gwen got a 14. Let's see. She can try to save one of you. Nah, she didn't roll that high.
Oh. Wait, even me?
No. I'll finish what I'm saying. Entering into the area, you do see the whirlpools aim straight towards your group. Shade, you're able to jump, but however this pool hits part of your body, it begins to drag you in. I want you to go ahead and make a strength saving throw. Bartholomew, you're around the area, but you notice that this is dangerous, so you jump into the air and are clinging to the roof. On the start of your turn, you will just fall down, but you'll be fine. Gwen is unfortunately not so lucky, and her body gets hit with the pool as well, and she begins to be dragged in. The creature gets hit and completely disappears. And you got a 10, which is what I thought might happen. Carl begins to run straight towards the group, but with a 2 is unable to grab you at the moment in time. So both Shade and Gwen fall into the vacuous pool. As it comes back and reduces, you don't see where they went, if they're even there at all.
Okay.
Oh no, that might be where that weird entity thing is.
Or I'm dead. I like to imagine this is like that black creature from Star Trek that swallows Will Riker and just wants to hurt me.
Yeah,
Kyle.
that's exactly what it is.
Alright. This is what I'll do. As tempted as I am to go run up to the pool, I think I recognize the coloring from that weird entity thing, and it kind of matches to my mind these pools. So I'm going to be under the assumption that these pools do a lot more than what is expected. So I'm going to temporarily 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The thing right in front of, is this like a shadow or something I need to jump over?
It's just part of a stage. It's a little divot, but nothing you can't get up to.
30. Alright. It looks like I'm going. Oh, that's right. I can't see him in here. Shit. It's the last person. I'll yell out, Land, do you got this?
Yeah, Matt, do I got this as in killing him?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, he's being killed to death, so probably.
I got this all under control. Like, you can trust me. Do what needs to be done.
I am going to go ahead. That was just an extra 30 feet. So 5, 10, 25, 30. Oops.
Where
The pool is.
can you see the darkness radius anymore? I can't see it.
I
No,
can't either.
I removed
But-
it because I thought you were going to do something.
No,
changed
I
that.
don't think Kelmar's in it. I think he was getting close. I didn't want him to stumble into the darkness. Stay away from the darkness, Kelmar. Yeah, okay. I was like, I think he might be in the corner of it.
Yeah,
So,
see out. They can poke their head.
okay. The Impesso.
Due
Then
to
it
my
is.
new Master Ruin grants me expertise on perception, investigation, and insight. I wanted to know,
Jesus.
can I see the pool where I am? And if so, can I maybe see some kind of aspect that allows me to tell what may have happened to Shade, Gwen,
Go ahead and roll Arcana. I think last
Okay.
time you failed, but who knows with...
Ah, damn. I'll.
You know
can't
it's
do anything
magical,
else.
but it does feel strange.
I end my turn.
All right.
Can't do anything else.
Hmm.
OTC.
Now, I am a giant ape, and thus have his intelligence.
They have an intelligence of 6, though, I think. So they're not dumb.
7, but
That's actually like.
I think I know what I'm
uncommoner than
doing.
that level. Yeah, you're pretty smart actually for a beast.
But still a beast. So I want to
Yeah,
see
you
if
are
I'm
a
just
beast.
like, I want to roll an intelligence roll to see if I would just impulsively dive into the pool or, think it through for a second.
You think I tipped it over?
Okay, well, never mind. I wanted Rule of Funny to work, but seems the dice for once are doing it for me.
I mean, it is natural 20. From what you can tell, your instinctive thoughts, your patterns, you're an ape. You run on instinct. You know if you jump in, you will survive. That's the feeling you're getting.
Oh, well, alright then. Alright then. Fuck it. Ape away. Everyone else is dead or being deaded, so fuck it.
We have all these people here.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
I can't carry them all.
As you jump into your...
What? What do you have to worry about? Everyone's going to die. Everyone's not going to... what am I saying? I only got like 6 hours of sleep. Hold up. I'm just saying, like, you're not going to die. You're fine. At least I think you are. Whatever.
Alright, let me play some...
Go for it, Master Ape.
Whatever. I'm a monkey.
I'll save him.
As you jump into the pool, you
Uh-oh.
feel a strange sensation. Not depicted. You jump in and you see a vacuous space full of nothingness, full of darkness, full of shadow. You see around you barely anything, but you do see 2 bodies flying about. Right now you're running on barely any breath, but you jumped in by your own volition, so you are breathing for the moment, and maybe a little bit after. You do see 2 bodies currently drifting in this vacuum of space. You see Shane, you see
I
Gwen.
reach for the 2 bodies.
Alright, this would be another athletics check to grab both of the bodies and maintain.
Alright, that would be a d20 plus 9, so...
Get it.
I think I might have an idea.
Alright.
Nice! You grab into both bodies and you can tell instinctively that they are not breathing. If you had to guess, this area, if you're not prepared for it, can quickly knock you out, if not kill you. The longer they're here, the more likely they're going to die.
In that case, I will swim or float or do whatever in the direction I just came from if I can.
Go ahead and roll me a acrobatics.
So that would just be dexterity, so plus 2. Decent. I mean, it's above average.
You begin to swim towards this portal that you do see there. While you do see a shining light, you're not able to get further towards it. You're not swimming away from it, and you don't feel the current of whatever this place is pushing you further back thanks to your 13. But you're not getting anywhere, at least not now. It's not right now.
So, I mean, I think it's enough actions for my turn.
Yeah, as we move over to land.
Alright. Well, so Mr. Matthew doesn't look so good. And then the guy behind me, he's doing just fine, right?
Yes, he
Yes.
just got there, but he hasn't been able to do anything just yet.
Okay, just making sure I'm not hurt him. And the people who all have like little like faces on them over there, they're out of the fight. So it's just Kara and Blair over there. And then
Yes.
Kelmore is about to leave. Okay, looks like I'm gonna
Oh,
be all
that's-
alone.
Blair goes
That's-
after Matthew.
Okay.
And Kara goes after Matthew as well.
Okay, well, I will attack him again then. Does a 15 hit him?
A 15 does not.
Not hit him. Oh, why not? I'll use my Channel Divinity and add a +10 to that. Does 25 hit him?
25 does?
Channel Divinity, 25 hits him. Okay. He takes 22 damage. Is he still alive? Or 23 damage?
He unfortunately is, or is not, depending on what you want to do.
Well, I mean, I know he's a pawn now, I guess. Is what I'm saying? He's not doing this willingly. Then I will try not. I will non-lethally slash him for 23 damage. Try and knock him out, not to kill him. I guess I feel bad.
All right. Well, you do see most of his frame, most of his body is made out of crystal now. You do see that there are organic parts of his drow form. You begin to shatter it further in, and then at the last second, you switch over to your pommel and hit him directly in his forehead, causing him just to be knocked out. And
Yeah.
at that store at the same time. But that is up to you to decide later on.
Yeah, well, I might want to talk to him. Okay, I'm gonna spin around and attack the other guy. It's a 23 to hit.
23, that's it.
Okay, then I will bonus action use my other hand attack. 15 probably doesn't hit.
16, unfortunately. Oh, wait, 15?
15, yeah, 15.
15 does not.
Okay, so I missed with a bonus action attack, and then I did 19 damage to him. The other guy.
All right. Aiming straight towards the person, you manage to strike them with one, but not the other. They do seem to be different, but not so much that you aren't able to keep up with them. However,
okay.
something about them does seem off.
Now that Matthew's down, I'm gonna move like over this way. Not out of melee. I guess he can't really see me. I can move out of melee range, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Just moving closer to the pool for eventual departure, maybe.
I mean, you can move out of the direction, but he would be able to get an opportunity attack with disadvantage.
I know,
I
no.
hear you moving.
I'm super silent. No, I know. I'm fine here. I'm fine. I'm
All
hanging
right.
out. Good.
Matthew... No, NPC, enemy turn. The NPC looks around, looks about, and then Lan, I want you to go ahead... Oh, wait, you can see through darkness, right?
Yeah, I can see through everything. Not through all darkness, just the one I created. So, I can see through all this.
Alright, you see this person, while you can't see their face, you do see the mask turn towards the spiraling pool of whatever this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
It begins to gesture its hand straight towards it, and you feel some energy from its hand go in that direction. Do you try to do anything against it?
Can I use my reaction to do something? Like, can I make a melee attack? Or
Depends on what you're trying to do.
I mean, if I have the ability to do melee attack him or to use my reaction to stop him from casting any type of spell or you know, I don't know, making that fire thing actually blow me up or hurt me, then I would try.
I want you to go ahead and roll an insight check then. From what you can tell, they're not exactly trying to hurt you rather than to hit that spell. If you had to guess, they're trying to turn it off.
Do I know what it's doing now? Like, do I have an idea what that thing is doing? Like, because my friends just went into like that portal. Like, is it gonna turn that portal off?
It's a good guess, but you don't know specifically.
Can I use counterspell?
You can't see.
You can't see.
Alright.
But can he see through darkness though?
Me?
That
No.
thing? No, can that thing see through darkness? Because he's blind.
He knows where it has been.
I guess.
So it's like a
Right.
shot in the dark.
Yeah,
You know,
it's still gonna have the ability to try to hit it, but it will be at a disadvantage.
Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, I don't know what he's doing, really. I don't know what that means to turn it off. You know, I have no idea, so I'd try and stop him. Everyone's hostile to me, so I don't trust nobody. He dies. So yeah, I would try and stop him for sure.
All right. Let's see. If you're able to do anything as a reaction to counter it, he will strike, but with disadvantage. Thankfully enough,
Yeah, I
he
mean,
can
I would
shadow.
attack. I'm gonna attack him with a melee attack, but I don't. It's not like it's not something I can do as my character as a reaction. I have no reaction spell except for shield.
Then I'm afraid you can't do anything.
Okay, then I can't do anything.
Entering into the fray, you do see the whatever this thing is, creature, if you will, aim straight towards the object. Disadvantage. 12, 15. Let's see. And you see it just barely miss the spell. Since it didn't hear anything going around, you do see it prepare, but is not able to strike with the spell just yet. However, it does attempt to get closer, but let's see and roll if they believe you went further away than they thought. Yeah, they got one. They move far enough away that they could potentially hit the spell easier, but you also have attack of opportunity against them.
Yeah, I think I'll take it. 25.
25 does hit.
How is he looking before I hit him?
From what you can tell, hard to tell. Mask on, heavy set of clothing.
he's
Okay.
only hit once by anyone so far.
Okay, well, I don't really like that he's trying to do this spell thing, and I don't know what he's doing, so I have to hit him with everything I got. So I dropped another level 3 smite on him. So that's 4d8.
All right.
So 24 plus 17.
Yeah, that might do it.
Do what I can.
Okay. Looking at the person, you do see and manage to strike them in the back as they rush over towards the spell that they're, for some reason, trying to break. Looking around and looking about, you strike and cut into them as they fall down to the ground. However, the body remains. No strange robotic creature, no strange slime, no crystal form. A body is there, while covered with various cloth, the body still remains.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can get him next time.
Alright.
Before he does anything that we get.
Let's see. At the end of Matthew's turn, NPCs rush over, but they are not able to do anything. Narwa makes sure that the non-combatant NPCs are around and safe, but that's all that she can do. Come on.
I will move over here, and I have a convoluted set of actions that I wish to do. If it's okay, I will pull out my rope, my 50 feet. I will cast light on it, and I will tie it around my hand and my sword, stab my sword in the ground, and toss the other end of the rope into the pool. And due to my class feature of no weapon that I'm bounded to can ever leave my hand unless I willish it, that weapon is not moving anywhere. Not even by the force of a god can that thing move. So the other end of the rope, which is currently lit up with light, will be in the pool, and I'm trying to see if I can utilize it to help whoever's on the other end get back. Is what I want to do. So basically, the help action, if possible.
Okay.
After all, there's a giant ape that went into this pot, and yet that ape is a little too big for that pot, and I don't see any bit of its body, so it tells me that there's something a bit more to it than meets the eye. At least that's what I'm assuming.
You assume well, basically. It's what I told you. But yes, looking about, you do manage to bind your blade into the ground, hold on to it so it stands firm, toss in a lit up rope as descends into the void. You do see it warp as it enters inside in shape and volume, but it does go in. Anything else?
I don't think I can, unless I can do a perception check to see what's happening around. There is.
Go ahead and roll.
Plus a little more than 11. I didn't quite get my expertise up yet, so I believe that is probably 15.
You did hear a thud right behind you, not too far away. While you're not exactly sure what it was, you can at least discern it was someone going down. That's probably it with 15.
Alright, that's it then. I'm done.
Alright. Bartholomew, looking at the area, you do see that there's a strange rope beyond your sight. Let's see here, gonna roll something off screen.
Ooh. Secret.
And you can see that it does get close to you, but it is stretched out. But it is a chance to grab on, and it may be your companions, it may be a stranger. Hard to say, but you do. If you try to grow for it, it will give you advantage on your acrobatics.
On an athletic? Oh, okay.
It's
No,
also
no,
on
sorry.
fly.
If you manage to grab onto it with acrobatics, you can use your athletics to claw
Pull myself up?
Yeah.
I have a climbing speed 2. Would that just be automatic? Or, well, never mind. In the environment I'm in, that would probably... Oh, 11.
Let's see. Well, I rolled for the DC. The DC was 10.
Oh, thank God.
You just barely got it. You grab onto the rope and moving forward.
And
step
that's
by
athletics.
Motherfucker.
Whew.
Able to get through. You take note that you're clawing your way out. And thankfully enough, you are safe on the other side with 2 unconscious people?
Well, one's a people, for sure. I can't speak for the other one.
That's fair to say.
Sexy vampire.
But you are out of the area. Recognizing your instincts, you can also tell that someone has recently died and someone's unconscious. You're not sure about the rest, but you do sense a strange aura around you, as if something or someone is watching.
Hurry, get the fuck out.
Huh.
Get
Well,
out. Get out. Hurry and get the fuck out.
I got them all out. I dump them on the ground and then, leave them to everybody else. Because, I can't exactly do CPR being like 5 times everyone's size.
That's fair.
Not my turn yet, so I can't do anything.
All right then.
And I've used my actions to get the hell out of the pit, so...
Yeah, at least you're out though. Lan.
Yep.
God damn it, I forgot I was muted. I was like, hey, but is everybody talking to me? Nobody talking to me. Can I reach this guy in here? Can I step into this without killing myself?
Into the circle?
Yeah, like in there, yeah.
Sure. You just move the body to the side.
Well, I want to be able to get to him, kill him, to stop him from what he's doing.
Oh,
So,
the person you just knocked out, or the person you slashed in? And
the person I thought, is he? Oh, he's not. He's dead.
You struck him, and you saw his body go down, but unlike the others, it wasn't a weird automaton that broke apart. It wasn't a slime that came out of the suit. It was just a body that fell.
He's dead. He's just a normal body that probably hasn't born.
Okay, so I guess can I check to see like perception to see if he's really dead, or like I don't know, can I?
It'd be investigation.
Or a medicine check.
He's dead.
Checking the normal vitals, it does seem to be dead.
Okay. I stopped him then. Good. So, I'll move out. I guess I'll drop the darkness spell now, and move over to my friends. See how they're doing.
All right. Once you drop the darkness, combat is technically over.
Yep. Now I will heal Shade, or who's down? Shade or Blair?
Shade and Gwen.
Shade and Gwen. All right, I'll heal Shade. I will use
But
20...
was I dying while I was in there unconscious, or was I just unconscious?
If you stayed in there for more than one round without help, you went unconscious, which you did.
Right.
If Bartholomew didn't get you in time, you would have been then rolling death saves, but he got you out before you had to.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Monkey Man.
Thank you, Bartholomew.
What?
Yeah, welcome.
He's awake and right now though. He's back with us.
Depends on what you tried to do.
Well, I mean, I would try and heal him. I mean, if he's unconscious, I would try and heal him, I guess. I don't know why he's unconscious.
You can give them a point each of your lay on hands.
Yeah, I'll give him 5 points of lay on hands.
All right.
Anything happen to him?
You do see that they are rising from sleep, but they seem worse for wear. Whatever that place was, whatever they went to, it was not something great.
I guess you do the same for Gwen by any chance?
Yeah, we'll give her 5 points of healing hands to help her.
She also rouses from sleep.
Why do you hate Will? I mean,
alright. Gwen, Shade, are you both alright?
I don't hate.
As I pull all my stuff back together.
I want to say no, but not dead.
I mean, you're not in the evil green swirling vortex anymore, so that's something.
Says the giant ape.
I look over to...
Well, I can't physically say that, but you get the message.
Vortex thing. With our newfound knowledge, is there a way that I can tell how to turn it on?
The only one that has actual knowledge is a giant ape that can't speak. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go tie up Matthew, and so we can maybe question him, and after I secure him, I'll give him one healing hand to heal him.
I'd like to check out this dead body.
All right. As you begin to tie up Matthew and then heal him, Kelmore investigates the dead body. Examining them, you can tell that they are either dead or unconscious, but the large gash on their back probably means they're dead. Give or take.
Should I roll an investigation check?
I mean, if you're trying to find everything you want from them, if anything at all, yes.
Yes, I would. I'd want to make sure what it is, what values they have, why is this body not decaying or everything else like everything else. Oh, come on. Yeah.
God damn.
You grab onto the mask.
Dice hate us today.
And you begin to stretch out their face. You are unable to remove their mask. The more... That's fair. The more you try to latch onto their mask, it's almost as if you're ripping off a face.
Alright, I can't think of anything else to do. I guess I'll just look to the back to make sure the motherfucking giant eyeball is going to come following us.
You do see that, well, you don't really see anything other than the two vortexes in the area to who knows where. The continuous spell still casting. Matthew currently rousing from sleep. A dead body at your side. And NPCs to move things along. Dragging people out to a safer location.
So there's no door back
That was
there.
funny. I like that. That's a DM. I like that. Anyway. Well done, everybody.
I don't know what that was in there, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened. How did you fall in there? Did you get knocked in there?
Like, picked me up and sucked me in.
That's
And then it was just gone.
that
Yeah.
sounds very worrisome. I'm glad to see that you're back with us, Shade.
Me too.
Blair, are you alright? I know you hit earlier.
You see at this point they change back into their human form. Looking at the rest of the group, she does state, I'm fine. I didn't exactly take too much damage. Does anyone know what exactly is going on? From what I can tell, since the giant ape and the other two were able to come back, this is a portal to somewhere, but I don't know where.
I don't either, but I think it might be in relation to that wall from back over here with a bunch of eyeballs on it.
It's possible, but we've never actually investigated the area or the flame in the middle of the room.
I'm gonna make like a gesture, like I'm gonna punch the wall, kind of dealy, like, huh? And then I put a thumbs up or down, kind of thing, up or down. Like, is that a good idea, just to punch the wall? I'm an ape. I can't talk, so that's just what I'm gesturing.
Which wall?
The wall that the eyes and shit were on. This
Do
wall.
it. Punch the wall.
Why not?
Kill the wall.
Kill the wall.
That's where
Use ape strength. Kill wall.
That's where the eye thingy said to go to if we win. But we also have the creature that has related here, that abyssal thing. What was it called? I can't remember.
Bartholomew
An
knew it
abomination?
as a aboleth.
Oh,
Yeah.
the aboleth. Yes. the
Aboleth is an aberration.
Can I investigate this body here? That Kelmore seemed to be like pulling on the mask and couldn't get it off.
Yeah, sure.
Hope you have better luck than I did.
Medicine?
Investigation is what I use.
Investigation, if you're examining the body specifically and not its things,
Yeah.
medicine.
Yeah, I'm examining the body because, like, he couldn't seem to be able to take off the mask, so I'm confused about what this thing actually is. It's the only one that didn't disappear. So
Maybe it's like the mask from the comic books, like it can't be removed except by the wearer.
Gwen, are you alright?
Fine. We managed to get everyone out and back into the city. Luckily we had a contact and were able to get him to a hospital, but I don't know what else we could do for them.
I think we need to evacuate the city. That aboleth seems to have a great deal of control here.
Not that surprising, seeing as what exactly is going on here is not exactly what it seems. Shade, investigating the body, you do see and examine that it is fresh, it is living, and it is re-knitting itself back together. While it is presently dead, its sinew, its tissue, its very being is regenerating. Normally you see this type of ability within trolls, but when it's still alive, not when it's already expired.
Shade. Hello.
Sorry, I was muted.
God, you would
So,
be.
like, pulling back its, like, robes and stuff like that to, like, to examine the body and such, like, is it like a drow with, like, some kind of mask grafted onto its face, or is it, like, some sort of humanoid that I haven't seen before, or something like that?
You haven't removed the mask yet, but trying to remove the mask, you can tell that it is kind of like a double-sided shell. You would need to know how to remove the entire thing to remove it, which is why Kelmon was having such a hard time.
Gotcha. I'd have to be able to, like, take apart a mechanism?
Or a tool, some sort of instrument.
Cut off his head.
That could also work. Oh no, that wouldn't, because it'd still be in the shell of the helmet.
Yeah, is that something I could use, like, thieves' tools on?
Potentially. Go ahead and roll thieves' tools then.
Getting at
I'm wondering if it's what's regenerating this thing. I only did a
They're-
15.
Your thieves tooling a mask. Interesting.
As you begin to try to move about, you aren't really able to remove it. However, at this point in time, Matthew, I believe Lan gave him 5 hit points.
one.
1 hit point. Begins to
Also-
rouse enough.
Also, I'd like to do one thing before he starts talking. I turn towards Shade and say, "Hey Shade, you're having trouble with the mask? With your fuse tools? If you like, I can probably give you a hand." And I'll point my sword at it, whisper a few words, and cast, oh. Hold on a second. Never mind. I thought I had knock, but I don't. I have arcane lock. Sorry, never mind. Forget what I was saying. Continue.
No worries. If Matthew's rousing, then I'm going to stop what I'm doing and just, if the body's regenerating, I don't want to just, like, leave it be, so I'll tie it up,
That's
if that's
fair.
okay. Yeah.
I mean, I did hit it with magical fire and cold damage. Does that make a difference?
It died both hot and cold at the same time.
So it was very
Okay.
uncomfortable.
Unfortunately. But as
I
Matthew-
don't even know if it's going to wake up. Like, it's just its body is regenerating, so. Yeah.
Mhm. As Matthew begins to rise, you do see that he is, surprisingly enough, upset that he had to be awoken. Looking at the rest of the group, he does see that he is still bleeding heavily, but not enough to kill him. He is panicked, but he's not saying a word, at least not yet.
Can I get up close and point my sword at him, threateningly, to intimidate, so that
Alright.
man would have
You
advantage?
join Lan in poking swords at his face.
And I'd like to turn on the black flames on the sin of wrath.
Alright.
I just casually unsheathe my blade, sticking in the ground. It's glowing black as well. As I kneel down before him to talk to him, as he's tied up and sitting down.
Are you that tall?
Yeah, I'm 16. He's just sitting down, and I'm squatting.
Chair.
Yep.
Oh, is there a chair? I can't.
Yeah, there's a chair.
Oh, well, alright, well, that should be the chair then.
I assumed you'd
I
tie it
guess
into
they
the
don't
chair.
have that. Yeah, time chair. Sorry. There's so much stuff around it. I was so far zoomed out and see it. Anyway, well, yeah, so he's tied to the chair.
There's so
And,
many things in this duffel bag. I mean, duct tape, syringes, whatever it is in these vials.
looking
ask him, why is he so panicked? What's wrong?
looking about, he does look and turn towards you. You really don't understand what's going on now, do you? It's not my life I'm worried about, it's my soul. Sure, this body can die, can deteriorate, but once I'm gone, that thing will come to get me.
Okay. That doesn't sound good. Not good for you, anyway.
I'm gonna knock on the wall. By the way, well, as he says that,
How did this happen? How did you get this way?
As you say that, you hear a knock on the wall behind you. It is audible extremely in this
Ah.
area. But nothing seems to happen, at least not yet. Shade, you do sense a...
I didn't mean to interrupt the whole interview. I just wanted to, well,
No, I get it. Shade, you do hear a presence, while far away, coming closer.
Good job, Bartholomew.
well,
So-
you don't know about it. Only Shade knows about it.
Now, out of the
As soon as
game.
I feel
Good
that-
job. Anyway, well,
I
don't
will
know
tell
about-
everybody, like, I feel it coming back.
Should we leave now?
Well, I think we should leave him here if he doesn't answer our questions quickly.
He does state,
What's he say?
if you're gonna kill me, then kill me now. I've already failed. As long as I'm in its domain, it can still corrupt me, still change me. If you ask why this, looking towards his body, happened, why do you think?
I don't know.
It's the same reason why that one, pointing towards the one next to Shade, is what it is. Because that thing wants warriors to fight against the things that are coming. The gods that want to reshape this world again.
Wow. That sounds like something we want to be doing. Anyway, is it Shade says he feels that thing coming, like does he have like a time frame, like or a feeling, or is it rushing
It's
towards
not
us?
like a time frame, it's more like an instinct thought within Shade's mind, as if something is arousing from sleep.
What is that? And what about the aboleth?
What is what thing?
No.
What are you doing with the aboleth? And what was that wall with the eye thing?
That eye thing is the projection that it showed you. It is part but not all of it. What I'm doing with it is rousing an army, creating a new fraction, if you will, within society to combat what is to come.
Does it have anything to do with the zodiacs or the blades of sin?
You really don't understand what you have around you, do you?
No.
Then let me make it clearer. Those blades you have, those shards of sin, if you will, they were created by the old ones, the ones that came before the gods.
Humanity, correct?
And who do you think gave these humans, these ancestors of others, this knowledge?
The people who built the towers.
You truly do not understand.
No.
Then let me make it clearer for you then. Before the gods, there were others capable of ruling. These others wanted everything, but then the people prayed to anything and everything that heard their voice. In time, they created the gods through thought, through prayer. And it gave them shape, form to fight against these. You would probably know them as old ones. But with the knowledge that the old one provided some humans, and then the turncoats in turn, they used their knowledge to create and forge weapons that could hurt and harm them. But the gods also wanted power, also wanted the world around them. So when they took power from these old ones, they were seeking to wipe out the society around them. It took many to strike them down and eventually became a bargain of a time limit before the world had to face this problem once more. And the time limit is nearly up. Without too much time longer, the gods will come again and kill anyone and everyone they see as a threat.
The gods or the old ones? Because the gods still listen to our prayers and they'll help us.
As I said, the gods, that time is coming short, which is why they have decided to not intervene as much. Not all gods see this new or old way, rather, of seeing things, but in a new way. And the old ones now, the one you saw before, this is one of the old ones. This is one of the remaining ones.
So another sect of God.
That is
That
what
makes
you
sense.
want to call them, sure. The
Are you talking about the
Zodiac
old-
has been working with them to try to fight the gods back before everyone and anything dies. Or at least as little as possible. With a few lives, as long as everything survives.
What do my three sisters have to do with this?
I don't know. The one we have here, the one you took, she was supposed to enter into the void, but I struck a bargain with the old one. Asked if I may use her to tempt you away. It agreed for a reason I do not know why.
This is folly. These old ones were beaten by the gods before. My goddess will beat them again. Shar will cover their eyes with darkness.
Which is why we're trying to build an army. Your god may be able to fight them against here and there. With enough people, we might be able to stop them. Maybe your god is kind and courageous, but not all of them are.
Why haven't the other gods who relate with the people of the world not have called upon their paladins and clerics to start prepare for battle, of any kind of battle?
The time is not up, but soon they will turn.
What about those four people that came here about a year or so ago? They have some connection to the gods, I believe. Why aren't they preparing?
Game, what do you mean 4 people?
This world is connected to our past game, right? Those people have, like, 2 of them are connected to gods. Mine is a warlock of Mithras, and
Rand is
Paladin.
cleric of Pelor.
Cleric of Pelor. I would think that they would be pulling all the stops to prepare for this fight, and they're like pretty tight with their gods. So I'm surprised they're not like.
Well, I'm also a paladin as well.
Thinking
Yeah,
back
so-
on it, you remember, well, yes, it is part of your world. Your other characters are on another continent. That being said, thinking back on the world, you also remembered that, specifically Kelmore, and I think technically now Bartholomew, you know that the weave here was fractured, broken. A lot of the area was hard to contain or maintain, so not a lot of people had magic or magic of high level. If you had to guess, because it's rare for a species, mainly humans, to have power, have control, so they turn to faith. And if you have your power, your strength, your cunning, your charisma from a god, you generally listen to them. You believe what they say, as most of them are tending to be good. And even if not, you are someone that worships them, usually blindly.
This is not outrunning demons. This is slaying.
I'm just wondering,
No
my
thanks to
character's
you.
pretty tight as is Lands, so I'm kind of surprised they're not like preparing for war. Their god isn't talking to them saying, hey, it's time to get started.
This is good.
It's
Surprised
possible they are, but again,
I
you're
guess
not
we
playing
we
their
don't know
characters.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what they're doing.
I just thought I'd mention that I thought it was odd, that's all.
Yeah, well, they might be doing that. We don't know.
Sorry about that, DM. I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that.
It's all good.
What information can we find that would collaborate with what you have told us so far?
Whatever you want. If you want to go and truly collaborate this, then go to the City of the Angels, Arcadia, to the north. If you truly want to go into the Lion's Land, the Lion's Den, then so be it.
DM, I know where the direction of those two other lights went, correct?
Yeah, northeast.
There were lights that were heading, I believe, northeast from here, DM, is that correct?
Yes.
Northeast from here. I was told that two of my other sisters are in that direction. What places of importance would be northeast from here?
Perhaps the Hell's Mountains Pass. Or, who knows, maybe it's not exactly important, but it is a scar on the whole of society. The city that once housed, how should I put this? The old society once beforehand.
Do you know where my two other sisters, Avalon and Vivian, may have been taken in that direction?
Perhaps to that city, but it is long since died. It would be known to you as the city of trial.
I guess you probably don't know why they would be taken there. There is another name. A woman by the name of Morgana and a man by the name of Lancelot. Do you have any information that might be connected with the current situation that might be connected to these two names?
I do not.
Alright, so they're not connected. Do you know of information about the Blades of Sin?
I know that
Other
the
than what
way
you've
to
already told
craft
us.
them was from the information the old ones gave. Beyond that, I do not know.
Well,
I'd like to whisper in my mind to Jolter and ask, other than my companions and party members, and those who have fought with us, is there anyone or anything else here in this room that might be connected to a Blade of Sin?
You hear in your mind, as I stated before, the presence to create another is here.
Huh. I was wondering if it might be connected to that wall of eyes, still or not. Thank you for the confirmation.
Or the pillar of fire behind us.
That too. I was more worried about the wall of eyes than the pillar of fire.
You know what? By the way, I'm gonna change back from a gorilla to a people again.
Alright. What is this pillar of fire behind us? What is its purpose?
It is to keep and maintain the spells. That's what it says.
To maintain and keep the spells?
Spells for what?
The cauldrons.
To keep and maintain them?
To keep the portals open, basically. Is that
Like
all that they do?
it's the spell for the ritual or whatever that they cast to make these cauldrons work.
Yeah, they were trying to trap you guys. That was close. I'm glad I killed that guy. I was like, what if they? I don't know if they're turning off. Kill him. I don't trust them motherfucker.
Yeah, probably not a smart idea to trust him. So
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm killing everything. It's bad. I feel it's bad anyway. Judging Jerry right now. Anyway, well, how, like, I don't know. Can we? I don't know. Should we help him? Can we help you out of here? Will
Why
you
should
help
we
us?
help him? He fights the gods.
Will he turn and help us? Will he help us?
He's just fearing for his soul, which he sold long ago to a master who's unforgiving. I say we send him on his way.
Okay.
Kara turns and
I'll
goes,
go ahead and try.
"Yeah."
Can I stab him? I like to stab with intention to kill.
Lan can first.
can I sing him to death?
I'll let everyone else stab him. Like, I subdued him to talk to him. I don't really agree with killing a guy who's tied up.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm like, I get what needs to be done, but I'm not taking part in it. I just step back and I'm like, okay. And you guys just move up and fucking shake his ass.
Bartholomew, you
I'm just gonna Eldritch bless him.
We'll search his crystallized body again later.
sending him
Just
to
put my finger against his head and then just pull it like a trigger and blow his head off.
pop.
I like to stab him
You
through
see the
heart.
head blow up. Kelmore slashes. You see the body fall down to the ground. While yes, some of his body is still drow, a lot of it is not. So this is easily done. And combat is now truly over.
No need to worry about those pesky moral dilemmas.
I'd also then like to turn around and cut off this regenerating guy's head.
Good call. Maybe I'm gonna look at the.
As you begin to
Throw it in the cauldron, maybe.
grab your blade, you see it move. Still tied up, but it does move.
What moves?
Its body.
The thing.
Oh, I'd like to attack the guy who is down here who is regenerating his head off, please.
Yeah, you do see it move when you begin to grab your blade.
Oh, should I do an attack roll?
I'm just telling you what happens.
It just is it like it's not like normal like death wiggling or anything. It's like he's actually moving.
Yes, like rising from slumber.
I'd like to attack still.
Yeah, maybe I could do a little bit of. I don't know. Eldritch blast him again. I guess I don't know.
No,
A
okay.
little bit of helping.
I was about to say it's tied up. You don't really need to roll. But you stab into it, and Bartholomew, you hit him with the good spell. Do you see he or it goes down, and it's not moving?
Cutting off the head, please.
With enough force, you. I don't know how to head cutting off sound other than sound. You do see that its head is removed from its body.
I hand over the head to Shade. Here you go, Shade. You can take your time.
What I've always
Body
wanted.
as well.
Body?
Search the body.
I'll give it a
Yeah,
good
Make sure we're
valuable
not missing
loot.
anything. This one seems
Shade.
special.
Maybe you can take a sample and figure out how to make a regeneration potion.
That would be good, but it might be from the mask.
Did anyone loot Matthew's corpse, by the way? Because
I have said we were going to after you guys were done shanking the fuck out of him. I
Well.
wasn't gonna be like, let me look around while you guys are swinging blades and stabbing and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna step back. You stabby. I'll come take a look when you're done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna loot his corpse while
investigate-
that's being done.
All right.
He's important, so he might have some cool shit on him.
First, Kelmore and Shade. Investigating the body, you do find two masterwork swords, short swords, +2 blades.
Ooh.
You do see
Okay.
it has 4 standard minor health potions, so the 2d4 plus 4 variety, 2 variety.
Mm-hmm.
You do see it has roughly 200 gold in change, but I'm just going to say 200 gold. You also see a strange parchment. It is blue and it doesn't seem to be paper. It's, but it doesn't have anything on it, or at least nothing visible to you.
It's an iPhone. No.
But beyond that, you do see that it has the mask which you took. It does have a nice bellowing cloak that you could probably grab.
Taking cloak.
Alright. But beyond that, it doesn't really have much else on it.
I let Kelmore take everything, but I like indicate the money like that gets divvied up.
I know. I'm putting it in the bag of holding, bro. Relax.
And I'm just gonna keep working on trying to get the mask off, and I'm watching to see if the head or body are continuing to regenerate while I work on trying to figure out how to take the mask off it.
Alright. Next, Bartholomew and Lan. As the other two begin to investigate theirs, you investigate yours. You remove the pieces of shard still on the body structure. You do see that a lot of it was actually crystal, even some of the clothing that appeared like clothing. It wasn't actually ornate, it was just part of its body, cutting through the cloth. Examining the body, you can't really bring the ornate clothes he had unless you have, what's that cantrip? Mending? And mend it throughout the night. Which you could.
Ooh.
The clothing would probably sell for a good amount, but you would have to find a tailor or a blacksmith. But investigating the rest
Yeah,
of the
don't
body,
look at me.
you do find what appears to be a shard, but it's not exactly a crystal, more like a dowel. But it does seem to be a purple crystal dowel.
His heart or his dick.
Smooth. Up to you to decide. You do also see that it does have that strange parchment the masked man had. Whatever this thing is, not paper, but it is blue-like in origin. Examining further, you do find what appear to be not really any weapons. If you had to guess, they either forged it from their body or its surroundings. But you do find roughly 500 gold in change. His ornate, whatever's remaining, clothing, which you could probably mend throughout the night and sell again. That strange piece of paper. An amulet with a strange symbol. You don't really know what it is. Unfortunately, none of you are... Well, Bartholomew could maybe make a bardic check of history. And maybe find out.
Sure, why not?
But no one else would have the information on this.
Nope.
No, no idea what it is. And then after that, you do find what appears to be a necklace. But it almost looks like a woman's necklace with 3 crystals on it.
Gay?
With a silver string around it.
Sounds like a necklace of fireballs.
Prayer beads.
Oh, that too.
It looks more like
That'd
a
be cool, more
crystal
prayer
crystal,
beads.
like an inch crystal. How should I put it? Like if you ever seen I want to say hippies wearing crystals, kind of like those crystals.
Nice.
We got everything we could get, so let's just destroy this crystal and get out of here. I mean, destroy this fire and get out of here.
The blue parchments, are they like rolled, or are they like just like a sheet of blue something?
When you found them, they were rolled up, but unfurling them, you could easily unfurl it.
Okay, so like they are, like, it's just like some blue flexible material. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Go
gonna.
ahead and get out of here. I don't want to deal with that eye wall thing.
I don't know. It sounds pretty cool.
We're gonna spend.
Is the body next to me or the head I'm holding in my hands regenerating at all?
You do see that the white. Actually, go ahead and roll me a thieves' tools again. Before that,
Okay.
because you did say you were working on it.
Hey, you get a cool head friend. Like the girl from that
21.
game, Lollipop Chainsaw.
I already have a beating heart and a fox, so I guess why not?
Just eventually you'll have a whole cadaver with you.
I wonder what that spider thingy that was in that vortex is.
We'll see. However, you do manage to unhook the helmet. In it, you do see a species inside, but you're not familiar with this, whatever this species is. It does have depictions, or at least figure structure of a humanoid, but it's hard to tell its race, its demeanor, its structure. It does seem to have features of a human, features of an elf, features of a tiefling, nearly all at the exact same time. Some of its skin seems to be scaly, like that of a dragonborn. You're not exactly sure what this thing is.
Should we take the head with us? Get it
Uh,
identified.
I mean, I think so.
Check its eyes, see if the pupils dilate and such.
If anything, if Shay gets stranded on an island, he has a friend to talk to.
As you check its eyes, you do see it moving, not as if it's fully cognizant of its current being, like it's sleeping.
Yeah, so this thing's still alive, so do you mind if I keep
Go ahead.
We'll see what happens with it.
Sure.
In the bag of holding? That's head?
I don't know. Is
Yeah,
there anything
I'll throw
edible
it-
in
I'll
there
throw
I
it
can
in mine.
destroy?
All right.
I'll throw it in my bag of holding, yeah. The helmet mask itself, does it seem to be special or just like a helmet?
It does seem to give a good amount of what's it called, AC,
Hmm.
but you would have to clamp it onto your head, and you have no idea how you would eat or breathe.
Right. And I'm not good enough at opening it up to figure out how I could do that easily.
Yeah.
Cool.
So not a quick
Well,
little disguise tool or anything, just...
I will bring it with me. I'll throw that in my bag of holding as well, just so I can study it later.
All right. Unfortunately, the body is too big to do the same.
Just a second,
Yeah.
will be fine.
We should probably. We should probably burn this body.
I agree.
Well, thankfully we have a fire here.
Black flame blade.
As you begin to burn the body, halfway through, because you examined, burned the body, and took your time, the creature does resurface.
I'm leaving now. I'm walking away.
All right, go ahead and try to make a. Let's see. This would be a type of fear. Wisdom saving throw.
Is this magical?
No.
Alright.
This is
All of
more
us?
primal. If Bartholomew was still an ape, he would have had advantage. All of you.
Damn.
Alright.
Well, are we? Everyone that's 5 feet away or 10 feet away from me gets a +5 to saves.
I'm gonna say what I said the last time when we walked in here. Hey, yo, what's up, Satan? It's me, your boy.
I think I
'Cause of-
didn't get a chance to move.
And I want to take you out. Like, a real date.
Okay, unfortunately, two of you. Oh wait, +4, right?
I believe it's so, yes.
Then only right now one of you failed.
Me.
So wait, wisdom save? Whoops. Sorry, whoops. Yeah, wisdom save. No problemo. Ooh, I will fail. Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see,
That's an
+4 is
18.
That's a 17.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
a
there we go.
+5.
Oh, +5. That's an 18. Yeah. Still fails, unfortunately.
Oh shit.
Examining the bodies, burning them alive, you then turn around to see the eyes staring at you. while you are able to burn the body, but like 3 seconds before completely decayed away, you see the eyes running about. Kelmore, you are frozen in place. Bartholomew as well. Shade and Lan, you have your wits about you, but half of your team is down. Kara is frozen. Gwen is fine. Blair is barely okay.
Did Lan make the save?
Lan did make the save, and so did Shade. The ones that are currently not affected are you, Shade, Gwen, and Blair.
Oh, that sucks.
And what is it? Do we know what's affecting them? Like, are they paralyzed?
This is more like an instinctive fear, as if your thoughts are going fight or flight, and unfortunately, your brain isn't exactly working properly.
Hey, you know what? The third one is freeze, so that's a lesser known third one. So that's probably what we're doing.
Can I activate my ring? My ring it gives me let me see if I can find it. My guild signet ring grants me heroism, which makes me immune to fear and gives me the temporary hit points.
You would have had to activate it when I said go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, never mind then, continue.
Looking about, your body stiffens and the creature looks towards you. It does state, "Yes, this one has died. Very well then. You do mean to continue on. So be it. But a word with you first, beforehand.
Okay, demons.
What do you truly know of the ones you worship?"
They're in the sky and we can't see them.
Shar hides my steps, darkens my paths, keeps me hidden.
I see. That's how they've been working nowadays. Very well then. And I suppose I can't persuade you to turn coat.
No way. Kiltheratus would have my hide and sentence me to life of eternal damnation if I betrayed her.
I mean, and I don't follow pretty much anyone, so.
You're damn ugly.
You aren't the most attractive thing I've ever seen either.
And I have no desire to end up like your other followers here.
Then I will tell you this then. Whether you join me today or tomorrow, it matters not. Eventually, you will have to pick a side. Whether it's the side of the gods that will turn on your souls, on your bodies, and kill you all. Or turn against the very people you live for and breathe for and come to my side and make sure the world survives for them regardless of your actions. Or maybe you will decide a different path, but a path is one you will choose. But as you did defeat one of my champions, I will give you this advice you might want to listen to. Within the moment, I will destroy and collapse this cavern. I do suggest you leave before I do.
Okay, well, I thank you for the advice. We'll see you later. Goodbye. And I grab my friends who aren't moving and start dragging them out.
Yeah.
One under each arm.
Easily grab them. And there's enough of you that you can easily grab Kara, Bartholomew, Kelmore, and just book it out of there.
Well, see you later.
As we end the session for today.
When he says cavern, does he mean just this room, or?
I think he means
No.
the cavern.
From what you believe, it is the entire city as we end the session.
Oh! Oh!